Big hello to everyone. I'm here today with Rahil Hesan. She is a warrior, a cancer survivor. She's also a fashion designer who's designed for many celebrities. To count one, Eva Longoria. Her clothes have been featured in catwalks in Paris, Milan, Los Angeles, and Dubai. How are you today, Rahil?
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Nadia, for having me. This is such a pleasure.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to speak to us today. So I guess, we're really here to hear, first of all, how you were affected by being diagnosed with cancer, and how did you feel about it?
Well, at that time, it was in 2015 when I figured out it was right after my New York Fashion Week. I was actually on vacation, and then I noticed it, and then immediately I had to do my checkup, and I had another trip to Hong Kong. So when the result came out, I was not in Dubai, actually. I was in Hong Kong. So where that they reached my husband and they asked him, like, I need to visit again and go through the checkup and along with different kind of process, like to make it sure everything it's fine, or it's kind of, like, because sometimes like the result is not really clear, they do double check.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a time that when I did another one, and then like it was still I don't believe, actually, to be very honest. I don't believe that. When I think of that day, it's kind of like it was for me. It's just like I'm watching someone else, actually. Like but I believe, like, the hope I hold it in, which not at the beginning, it took me like a long time to have this hope, but was pretty hopeless, actually. I'm very honest and transparent. But then I seen, like, when I was going through this stage, that when I met another woman who they were more worse than my case, I start appreciating. I start like understanding, because all the time um, I was asking God, like, why me? Why? Because especially at the certain time that when you are at the top, like you just came from New York Fashion Week and everybody's talking about you. I had like a 40 staff, and then everything all of a sudden it will be like a smash, like it's like blink. I guess first of all, like, stress is poison. I couldn't um, save my baby, I would call that time. That was my baby girl, Warda. It used to be like my brand name. Because it was, my job is stressful. I deliver service. So to please women, it was quite stressful. So my job is stressful. So doctor like asked me, like, stop, like I should away from stress. So like, so why it was no anymore motivation for me. If there is no my job, so there is no what I want to live for. But later on, I understand that there is always a beautiful comeback with a different thing, beautiful mind, beautiful ideas you can create. I mean, someone who has like, they create things, they could never be out of line. You can always start from zero and build yourself again. And this is exactly what I experienced. At the first, when I noticed that, like, I was going emotionally, I was disturbed. I didn't want to go through this. I loved my hair that time. It was long and good one, healthy, which I had to go like through like so shorts because of the medicine that I was taking. Although I was not doing the chemotherapy and anything like that, it's very early. But it's still the fact that I didn't want to go through this. The name is so scary. It was like a nightmare. But now, like after some years, like I would realize that it is like the name is so dangerous. But I believe that the things which it happens after that is more dangerous if you don't help yourself. Like if you need to have, first of all, you need to believe in yourself. You will fight for it. You will not let cancer kill you. You need to kill them, and to have a faith in God. And the second thing is like you need to understand that to only special people this happen. This is, I believe now. Like I believe I was so special. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that I was so special. Otherwise, why me? Because I was very special. Special people is special things happen. Like, let's make it this way.
Okay, that's interesting. You were saying that although things were bad for you, you looked around and you saw people who were worse off and made you appreciate that it wasn't that bad. And I think that in life, no matter how bad things are for you, there's always someone who's in a worse situation. So appreciate what you.
My aunt, she's an example. Like she had to cut her boobs. They had to remove, and now she's cancer all over. She started with breast cancer. When I see her, how she's positive, how much she's enjoying, it's like I feel actually I get embarrassed by myself. Like, okay, so.
Well, as long, I think it's good just to appreciate and that, be appreciative of what you have in the situation that you're in, because there's always someone worse off. And well, I'm glad that it left you feeling, maybe going through all that struggle made you feel special. That's a very interesting way to look at it, and I guess a positive way too. So you told us you were in Hong Kong when you were first diagnosed, and you told us that you had to take drugs, not chemo, and as a result, you had to cut your hair short. Anything else about what?
Like the things is not about like that period. Like once you finish, it takes you like usually for here, like I used to do my checkup regularly every 3 months. You need to do checkup, like to make sure like now you are cancer free. Like, but and at that time nobody advised me that, or maybe it was so rushed, like for the doctors, I don't know, that I need to freeze my egg to not be affected, because that affects all my warriors, like everywhere, the system, my body. And then after that, like 3 years later, like 4 years later, in 2000, end of 2017, when I decided to have a baby, I had to go through hell, like an IVF. An IVF process, I think it's not less than, to me, I believe, because I don't know, maybe in different body, it's a different, I think, effect. So I believe like it was another progress, So that's why I said it's not about that period. It's about the journey you go, which will be always with you. That's what is like, you call like, I'm still like, you will be like a warrior. You feel like I'm fighting. Actually, I won't let this happen to me. I don't want to accept that, So if I want something, I want, like, for example, like my skin doesn't heal like when it used to be before. So like, but it's fine. I mean, I don't like for me now, those things are become very different, I must say. It's different. Like I look at different things, but what I would love to, what I like to message all women, like regularly they have to do their checkup, like every 6 months minimum, like to not go through this journey. And then and do not take it everything easy, because you know, like when we catch a cold, like we treat ourselves at home, you know, take a Panadol, take whatever, like cold, and then khalas, like we are doctor of ourselves, which is, I believe, it's too wrong. No, we need to visit a doctor. Like even I think a cold and small infection, there is something where you get a cold. So it's good to check up. Like once you do your checkup regularly, it would be very early. If we got better, you know, if something happened, then maybe you don't need to go through a lot. It saves a lot.
That's very important. Like you said, always make sure to see the doctor and take necessary, well, I guess what, take the tests and see medical professionals regularly, and hopefully if anything does happen, you'll catch it in such an early stage. So
I remember like before when I had my friends or anyone, like they always says like I have, like we think it's kind of like for breastfeeding or anything, we feel something in our breasts, but we don't take it serious, you know. But actually we need to do, or some people like has kind of like it's like a tissue, it's like let's say it's like fat maybe, like in their, they have like sometimes it comes, you know. So I believe everyone, they should do the checkup, because you never know, life would surprise you.
yeah, you never know. You never know. Life is full of surprise.
But don't lose hope. That's what I learned. It was really that one, faith and hope. Like which at the beginning I lose completely. That's a thing I would really, I'll always say. And I really appreciate those who were worse than my cases there, and they were smiling and fighting for their family, for their children. I salute them, actually. I salute them. Wow, they're so beautiful. They're really inspiring. I was not like that at the beginning. No way. I was not that strong. Meeting them, talking to them, make me understand. Especially the one who were much younger than me, very young. Yeah.
Wow, you're obviously a very strong lady right now. Wow, a warrior and strong lady, able to talk about this difficult experience and share it with everyone so they can learn and they can benefit from what, and you know, and be helped by what you're saying. So before we say goodbye, tell us about where you are in the journey right now. How do you feel? How are things for you right now, Rahil?
Everything, it's good, alhamdulillah, all good. Everything is perfect. We are opening a campaign for women support with Shireen. She's very supportive.
Hi.
Thank you, Shireen. Thank
My
you so
pleasure,
much.
my pleasure. As much as possible, my pleasure.
Really. you're such a strong woman. I like, it was amazing, really.
You're a very, very strong woman. And Nadia, if it's okay if I just cut in and say one thing, I also felt at the beginning, like she said, it's very hard to be optimistic when you get that kind of diagnosis, and it's very hard to retain hope at the beginning. It's only, I think, in reflection, when you look back and you've been, thank God, cancer-free, and then you've had time to yourself, that you can come to the positive realization. That's what happened with me. I just wanted to say I felt exactly the same. So,
And also, like, if you're with whom you surrender, it's like what I learned. Like in my case, I don't want anyone look at me in a pity, like feel pity about. I didn't like that look. I don't want that anyone say, "Oh, I'm sorry this happened to you." Like, I didn't want that, like this kind
because you're
of.
maintaining the strength, right? You're trying your hardest to do. Everyone's so
Yes.
cute. He's her son. He's so adorable. So you're trying your hardest to maintain the strength. And when somebody comes and says that, although I'm sure they feel they're being compassionate, but you're just about holding on, trying to make things work, trying to go through the treatment. So that
And
can just,
look, the way they comment on your look and everything, I would really advise to every woman that when they go through this, make sure they surrender themselves with someone like with those people, like they give more strength than
they enrich your life.
Yeah.
Like they give you the strong circle of trust.
Yeah. They don't comment like they don't care how you look like. Even you don't like the comment, "Oh, by the way, you look beautiful." Like, come on. You don't need to mention event. I would never say such a word to anyone who's right now is suffering. I would never comment on anything like, "You look weak, you look gorgeous, you look strong." Nothing.
You just want to basically help them try, even if it's not possible, to forget it a slight moment by just enjoying something else while you're there in the moment.
Yeah, I would
let them focus on something else. Yeah.
I would not even mention. I would not even
I agree.
say like, "Oh, so how's going on," or "What's going on?" Like, nothing. I open different. Like, I treat like, okay, same like what I used to be. Like that part for women, "Oh, you look," it's always like different, like that special part. "You look beautiful today," or "You look good today," or whatever. Like, now I think that should be deleted, that certain part only.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Exactly.
Well,
but you're a very strong woman. I just wanted to say that. I think you're a very, very strong woman.
Thank you so much. Look who's talking.
My pleasure. No, honestly, seriously, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
You're both very strong women and warriors who succeeded and struggled and succeeded, and we all admire you. And I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your stories. Shireen has already done it, and now Rahil, to help others, to teach others. We really super appreciate it. And
I'm smiling.
I love the smile on your shirt. Yeah, beautiful. And so I want to wish you both a beautiful rest of the day, and keep on fighting and keep on winning. That's what I'd like to say. Yeah.
Thanks a million, Nadia. It was wonderful watching the interview and being here again with you, and Rahil as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure. Thank you.